me flowers.
Flowers,
That's so sweet. Oh my gosh, that's so nice.
You know, I'm a romantic brother, you feel me?
Now, you can see this guy, you know, his game is definitely a lot more masculine than the other guy. Now, I don't think he's like perfect. I think he's still in a lot of ways quite sentimental and feminine. But yeah, he's definitely a massive step up in the masculinity department from the other guy. So anyway, so here she gets home from the date, and here she has her final argument with Mr. Marshall.
Everything.
I liked you. I'm like, look, just give me something. Give me that feeling that everyone says you know when you know. And I didn't have that feeling. And
I never felt attracted to you. And the reason for that, she's like, I thought you were friendly. I thought you were empathetic. I saw you as a great friend, but I never felt that primal attraction for you. And the reason for that, I think primarily, is because she never respected him. You cannot have attraction without respect. It's a necessary prerequisite. And you're not gonna have respect if you have no boundaries, you have no standards, and you're a massive pushover who never stands up for himself.
Tried every time to have that feeling. Marshall, I can't love you because I'm attracted to Josh. I just saw
I like how they have
Josh,
the Law and Order music.
and there is some chemistry.
So what was the talk about?
It was him basically confessing his feelings.
What are you saying to me right now?
I don't want to be with you anymore.
And that's what happens when you don't put your boundaries down. Things escalate. The girl, first tests you by flirting with other guys, right? And then she tests you further by going on a date, right? So you have to nip it in the bud from the very beginning, ideally before it happens, right? Like with me and my girlfriend, like she knows that for me would be totally unacceptable, right? Because I've made my boundaries extremely clear.
And
You want to be with Josh?
I will find that out.
Okay, Jackie. That is very hurtful.
I'm just telling you, Marshall, that I just can't be with you. I can't.
I would like the ring back because I don't think that you deserve it. Because you should never have accepted my proposal.
Well, I'm gonna keep the ring because I accepted it because I wanted to marry you. Everything I told
Yeah, like this part even surprised me, right? So she has so low respect for him that after breaking up with him because she met another guy, she's not even willing to give him the ring back. That's just a complete, it's not even she has zero respect, her respect is in the negatives, right? And her logic also makes no sense. It would be like me borrowing $10,000 from my friend, and my friend's like, hey, can I get the money back? You're like, well, you see, when I borrowed the money from you, I was intending to pay you back, but now I changed my mind. So I think it's just fair that I keep the money because I no longer feel like I have to pay you back. Like the logic makes no sense.
in that pod was real.
And you know what? I don't even care. You can keep the ring.
And here's what I was saying, that he's such a pushover that he's like, hey, I want the ring back. The girl's like, I'm not giving it back to you. He's like, okay, you can keep it, right? He's extremely conflict avoidant, right? He's not willing to stand up for himself.
Every time you look at that thing, whatever you do with it, I want you to be reminded that you passed up on something great.
Okay.
Great.
Well, take it easy and we'll see you around. Maybe.
See you around, maybe. This is how low respect. She's breaking up with him. She's like, see you around, maybe. I've had several breakups. I've never had a girl say, see you around, maybe, right? There's typically way more respect and mutual attraction. Like, I'm gonna miss you. Like, I'm so sorry, blah, 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 type of thing, right? So yeah, you can see she doesn't respect the guy. And I do, on one hand, feel bad for him, right? Like, this guy probably doesn't deserve this kind of shit, but this is unfortunate reality of what's gonna happen if you act like a blue-pilled simp. Now, after the show, or maybe right before it ended, a text screenshot came out of Jackie. And this is, she got a lot of shit for this because people were saying she's homophobic, but this is actually her being honest. So take a look at this. So Jackie's like, he gives me vibes, y'all. So what she's saying, she means gay vibes. And I kind of hinted at that in my interview and all hell broke loose. So I had to switch it up, but he for sure gives me vibes because he used to twerk on the bed. Twerk on the bed. I told him it was cool off with that. He was like, yeah. So now this time I told him to be more aggressive. He's hard for sure, but sometimes he can be sweet. The girl's like, twerk on the bed, LMAO. Good for you also for communicating how bad of a turnoff that shit is with. So if there's two people and one of them is twerking on the bed, which one of those do you think is the more feminine one? It's obviously the one that's twerking on the bed, right? So clearly there was multiple issues here, right? This guy was way too sensitive, way too accommodating. He had no boundaries. He had probably no self-respect, and he was not fucking the shit out of the girl. In fact, he was being feminine in and outside the bedroom.